Okay. Hi, my name is Jack Zuber. I'm a senior urban forestry student here at SFA, and I'm also the president of the Student Society of Arboriculture. So why do we prune trees? Pruning can be done for a numerous amount of reasons. You can prune to raise the canopy of the tree, to remove dead limbs or branches, prune it to meet a homeowner's objectives with how they want the tree to look, primarily for aesthetics. You can also prune trees to thin out the canopies to allow further light to reach the ground. What time of year is best to prune trees? This is very dependent on the species and the location you are in. In Texas, specifically talking about oaks, oak wilt is a major concern, so you should not prune your oak trees in the springtime. Whether you're taking out dead limbs, broken, or any damaged limbs, you can do that any time of year. You never want to prune right after the trees bud out in the spring, and really the ideal time to prune will be in the fall, in the winter months. Some of the common equipment used to prune trees, things such as hand saws, pole saws, and pruners or pole pruners to get the tip of trees. If you're pruning a larger tree, you'll need climbing equipment such as ropes and saddles, and with that you can also use chainsaws in the tree. When determining which branches to prune on a tree, you want to first step back and take a look at the tree and identify if it has a co-dominant or dominant leader system. This dogwood here clearly has one main lead that goes up the entire tree. You also want to identify any crossing or rubbing branches that you may need to remove, as well as low lateral branches such as these two right here. When making the cut on a tree, you want to be sure to first familiarize yourself with the ANSI A300's pruning standards set forth by the International Society of Arboriculture. They recommend doing a 3-step cut for larger branches. Some smaller branches, such as this one, don't really require that, as they tend not to break. So first, what you want to do is identify this limb you want to remove. On this dogwood, it's a low-hanging lateral branch that really just kind of gets in the way here. So what you want to do is you're going to start here, and you're going to cut off the long part of the limb. Like that. And then you're going to move down. You want to make sure to cut it right at the branch collar. You want to avoid cutting it flush with the main leader of the tree, as that's called a flash cut, and that is very frowned upon. As you can see, I did not leave a large stub on the end, leading to a stub cut. And since trees do not heal, you want to try to minimize the size of the wound you create on the tree, hence why you cut right at the branch collar. Trees compartmentalize their wounds, and they never truly heal. So you want to be sure to have the proper cut. And that is how you properly prune a tree.